Hello everyone and welcome to another Peterb-imt idle miner Tycoon roundup. While I'm doing my Chrono ticket for the event that started on the 5th of August 2026. I had a little bit of trouble this time with planning my opener. Normally I do an elevator manager, but at this time I couldn't really think of a strong elevator option. I did consider Bam Bam briefly, but I just thought it was going to be too slow, so I went to warehouse options instead. As you'll see, just started off with Steiner to open a few shafts before I go with Maple to open quite a few shafts, and then move on to a Celestia combo, which I'll talk to you about as it runs. While I'm getting ready for that though, it's worth having a little bit of a recap. Back to Tesseract event of last week, which was unexpectedly significantly harder for a lot of people. We were aware that there were going to be some changes made, but we didn't really expect the first mine especially to be significantly harder for people to complete. I guess the particular reason for Tesseract especially, why unexpected changes are problematic, is because you're locked into your manager choice, aren't you? So if you choose managers based on an expectation, and then that expectation's changed, then it makes it a lot more difficult. We do know that Callie have said they will take feedback on board, so we might well expect the next event to be tweaked again. I wouldn't be surprised if the difficulty level changed again. The recommendation to everyone would be to make sure you check out the Discord channel to get some feedback about other people who started the event. Maybe wait a few hours before starting, see how it is, then you can choose your managers appropriately. Obviously people are trying to preserve their strongest managers for the latest mines, so a lot of people use some weaker managers in the earlier mine, and that left them struggling quite a lot. So moving back to my Chrono ticket now, one of my slight changes this time was I used a higher boost, which you'll see in a bit. I think recently I've used either 200 time boosts or maybe some 200 times boosts for the first ticket, just 2 of them, so that covers the 10 minutes. This time decided to increase my level up to 500 times. I also used quite a big boost for the last few minutes, which you'll see, which covers the Selena digging part. One of my main mistakes on this ticket was not placing all of me mine shaft unlock cost reduction managers. I think by the end there's 5 managers that I hadn't placed, which will have made a bit of a difference, which is especially frustrating as 2 of the ones I forgot, 2 of the ones that I improved slightly with the gems I got from the last Frontier mine. But I guess that's all part and parcel of what Chrono mine's about, isn't it? A little bit of chaos, forgetting something important and trying to remember it for next time. I always feel like I could have been faster placing managers. You've got a lot of managers to scroll down. You want to get them all in a super effective shaft where possible. Sometimes you have to pick a partially effective. You're always making sure that you're avoiding not very effective shafts. So you're looking at the elemental matchup to get the best out of your managers. It makes a significant difference if you get that right. So I know some people prefer to write out a plan with exactly what managers you're going to go in exactly what shafts. Look down the Chrono mine before you play your ticket, plan it all out. That's what I used to do. Then you're selecting the exact right manager for the exact right shaft. However, sometimes that can be a bit slow if you're scrolling down a big list to find the one that you've written in. It's just about optimising what's best for you. Recently I've always just been working without a written plan, just working off what managers come to the top as the game sorts them by super effective. Anyway, I'll move on to talking about the Celestia run now. So just needed to make sure I've placed all my Myth and Sith managers. So that's Mineshaft, Income Factor and Continent Income Factor managers. And then for this stage I decided to treat myself to using a 4K boost. It's very rare that I get anything this size in my platinum tickets. However, I did open 100 of them the other week that I'd saved up for probably 3 or 4 or 5 months. So then it's a matter of activating the warehouse support managers. You've got Spore, you've got Sam, making sure that die is placed. Now, as Celestia will need to select the highest producing mineshaft and the lowest producing mineshaft, I've made sure to leave shaft 2 with Zenthor in it's the lowest one, so I've maxed out shaft 1. Then I've tried to orchestrate it so that Lucius would be in the highest producing mineshaft, but as you'll see, I worked it out wrong, so I've had to replace with Lorenzo instead. It was a decent alternative, however I didn't have equipment on him, so I could have got a little bit more power had I worked it out properly. But as you see, it doesn't make too much difference, especially with the 4K boost running and the amount of Myth and Sith managers I've got. Managed to get warehouse to over level 3,200, which is higher than normal. Normally I get to over 3,100 before you start to hit that slowdown. It's about now I find that time's just running away with me. So I just crack on with the Selena digging part, which I was pretty happy with. The only thing I didn't do was use Asterion combined with a legendary manager with cost reduction, but I still got down to shaft 60 as you'll see, so I was quite happy with that. I think that's deeper than I've gone before. I was really hoping that I would unlock Sirocco before this. He's a smashing new manager. You check out the video from Suits if you haven't seen it yet. You can search on his YouTube channel, but he basically would allow you to continue digging in the same way Selena does, using managers that multiply into the crate. Before we finish, it's worth talking about Everdeep, which is starting on Monday. The 4-week long event. It's been confirmed that there's no changes to the style of the event this time. We'll get the same Celestia briefcase that we had last time. The only change to the event is going to be in terms of what elements are in each mine. So when you get to especially those bottleneck mines, for example mine 100, mine 110, or even earlier kind of mine 80, where you might get less elemental variation, which means you might have more managers partially effective or not very effective. Then the higher ranks you've got on your managers can really make a difference. If you've got your managers to rank 3, rank 5 and got a bigger elemental coverage, it makes a significant difference into how tough the mine can feel. Maybe worth mentioning around the rates for getting a natural 30 fragments from managers has changed a little bit recently. So with the first Celestia case, we saw very, very low rates of natural 30 times. I don't think we saw any reported across any of the social media channels, if there were any at all by any players. With the Meridia case we saw a few. Sirocco we're seeing quite a lot more, so it looks like generally the returns back to normal rates. I'm expecting Celestia again to have extremely low rates, if any. But anyway, good luck everyone with your Chrono tickets. good luck with Everdeep, and happy mining.